Mark Podcast.
Shrimp on the barbie. Shrimp on the barbie. Do you respect that? That's corruption. I could make a fake snake. You do not pee in the pool. You do not pee on the barbie. All of myself is clean.
Welcome to the Hard Mark Podcast, everybody. Rumpus Time is back. My name, Erik Donaldson. The purpose of Rumpus Time is to explore the mind of the weird and wonderful star of our program. He is the artist formerly known as the man of 54,097 compliments. We're still waiting on you getting that back, Brian. The EVP of Soul Skiing Development, the maitre d' of Matt Drama, the Tampa Bay Topsider, the living painting, the talent, the Snake Plissken of Denver, Flying Ryan Murphy. Ryan, how are you doing today?
I'm glad to be back. You know, it's been a little bit.
It's been a bit. Yeah, I'll address that here shortly. But it's been a minute.
It's been a minute, I would say. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Give or take.
But I know I addressed. I'd said at one point in time, I was like, I feel like one a month is like an appropriate amount.
Yeah.
And like
Do you think we were doing like twice a month before? Sorry, I don't want, but like
no, that's fine.
3 times a month.
We were probably doing like twice a month.
Okay, all right.
We were probably like doing twice a month, give or take. Yeah, on average. It's so my paternity leave. I didn't realize that made it actually harder to do these because like I'm very much trying to like accommodate Heather's schedule and like her working and stuff, and so she's going into Seattle Monday through Wednesday, and so those days are just like completely. Those are booked. Those there's not a whole lot going on, and that's just those days are just surviving. And she gets home and has a little bit of baby time, and then it's off to bed in a couple hours. So those days are like tough.
Are you still on leave?
Yeah, until middle of January.
And that's you're done with your leave at that point. Did you go back for a little bit of time in the middle of this? You had leave, and then you went back. Are you talking about
since the baby was born?
Yeah.
Yeah, so my leave started basically on Halloween.
Okay, yeah. So but you had a time. Did you have a little bit?
I took a month of vacation when she was first born.
I see. Okay, all right. Cool.
And then I was working for like 3 months, and then now I'm on leave. So yes.
I want to say something. I got your card.
Oh yeah, I was going to ask about that actually.
Yeah, so I don't know when it was. I haven't checked my mail in like 2 months. I don't do my bills in the mail or anything. The only reason I even checked it is because like State Farm sent me this little beacon to get a discount on my insurance, and they're like, "Oh, like I see you haven't installed the beacon yet. We're going to raise your rates." I'm like, "Damn it!" Like so I finally went and checked my mail because nothing ever. And then I saw a Christmas, or I don't know, it was a Christmas card. It was a card with Evelyn. Yeah.
It's a big birth announcement.
It was a very nice card. It was very nice. If you sent it earlier, it's not that I just got it. So
no, you didn't. We sent it maybe it's been a month. Maybe it was sometime in November.
Still a little bit of a long time.
It was probably after the last time we spoke. To be fair, okay. I don't think that I had sent it prior to us chatting last time. So
well, it was a nice card. I was like, oh cool. Like I got one piece of mail that I like. I was like. I care about this goddamn beacon. And like, so yeah, like, no, great card. I didn't want you to think I ignored it. I literally got it like 2 days. I was like, I'm going to be on a call with Erik anyway. So
there you go. I appreciate the acknowledgement. And I acknowledge that I recently watched the South Park that apparently kicked this whole podcast off. I rewatched
you did? You sat down and watched it. Nice.
I did. I think I messaged you even. You know what I did? I sent you, I took a screenshot, a picture of the screen as I was watching it in the hopes that you would like recognize it, and you stonewalled me per usual.
I did what?
You stonewalled me. You just nothing. Just complete, just silence. Radio silence, Ryan.
It's, I do that sometimes. And, I apologize. I am not a great friend, with this texting game. Sometimes, I just don't like, But anyway, I saw your prank text too yesterday.
Oh, right. Yeah. No.
I couldn't tell if it was like, is that real or is that like edited? Like, is that post-production? Like, did they do some work on that? Because that hairline is nuts.
You tell me. You're the one who's seen the movie.
I know, and I think I just felt like it was maybe like I looked at it. It's like either I totally missed it every time I watched that movie, or like I know that exact scene.
Okay,
I know that exact scene, and then but that like I'm gonna have to watch it again and see if it lines up.
I assumed it was real, for the record.
It might be. It might be like, you know. So.
No, and also nobody knows what the fuck we're talking about.
All right, yeah, we can get back to the South Park wrestling thing.
But yeah, I watched the South Park. I think I stand by my original sentiment about the South Park wrestling episode, which was essentially.
I know you. Sorry, go ahead.
I was basically like, I guess I was expecting more from it. Like I was expecting them to I think it was good for someone who doesn't know anything about wrestling. If you watch that, it might be considered more insightful. For me, it's like I've always essentially thought of wrestling as like a soap opera type of melodrama type of thing.
I think you're right. Like I think like I watched it and I thought it was even funnier like after we did some of these podcasts because like I like now I'm like, okay, they're exactly right. You know, and it's such a funny like classic South Park episode. But the overall like overarching story is that like it's like more of a theater, you know, than it is actual wrestling. And I just thought they nailed it. But yeah, I mean, you get it. It's just
sure. I get it. I didn't
now.
realize that was going to be an epiphany for anyone. I assumed that was like already.
Well, I don't think it's an epiphany. I just think it's just funny, you know. It's just a good way to like, you know, everyone knows wrestling is like that. But now I think if you if you bring yourself into the wrestling world and you kind of like know what it is.
If you get drug into it like he got.
I know that sounded well, I did get drug into it. But it just becomes like, you know, even more you understand the episodes. It's got a little bit more depth. But like in general, like I think people get it. It's just a funny way to like portray like, you know, what everyone already thinks. So it's, you know, great. Are we reviewing that episode at some point as we're reviewing a match?
I hadn't thought about doing it in that way. I figured this is going to be the chat about it. But I mean, maybe we could at some point in time as like a little bonus thing. I don't know. But they did actually feature real, like they weren't doing their own voices, but like John Cena, for example, was featured at the very beginning of the episode. Vince McMahon, who is portrayed as like this, he's almost like the director of a Broadway stage play, essentially.
I mean, which again, not like I mean, it's kind of true. Like,
I mean, kind of just with, you know,
like a little bit. Like, I mean, a little bit. Like, in this industry, he is the director.
Yes.
Of, you know, like.
I guess in short, if you weren't familiar with wrestling, it would probably be funny. For me, it was just like, well, of course it's like that.
It's still funny, Eric. It's still fucking funny. Like,
I was expecting South Park to
really. Like you're a little jaded towards this like episode for some reason.
I was expecting it to be cut a little deeper, Ryan. I was just expecting it to cut a little deeper. That's all.
Well, okay. Oh, God damn it, Eric. Like,
expecting more.
You know what? First of all, I will rewatch it too, and maybe we'll have a brief. I haven't seen it in a long time. So
I had not either. I don't think I had seen it since it originally aired.
I don't think I've seen it since we started this podcast, so I need to refresh.
Yeah, it had been a bit.
But, yeah.
Also, another thing, you texted me to let me know that you had dreams featuring my family.
Yes, I did.
I don't know if I should be concerned about this, but So you texted me that. I was like, oh man, okay, we for sure need to talk about this on the next podcast. Like within the next day or two, I told Heather that you had a dream about our entire family. And she was like, well, I want to know what it is. I was like, okay, I mean, sure. And she's like, call him. And then I was like, well, okay. And she's like, what time is it over where he is? And I was like, oh, it's like 7. And she's like, oh, he's not doing anything. And she said he's not doing anything twice. So she convinced me that you would not be doing anything. And so then I called.
has no respect for my social life. My best social life.
I called you and you didn't answer. And then you never even called me back is the thing. Like it's possible I caught you in the middle of a Muffaletta run, and so you didn't answer, and that's fine. But the lack of a call back is what upset me.
I got your voicemail, so I listened to your voicemail. I didn't get the original call.
I would have put money down that you wouldn't even have listened to the voicemail. To be honest,
I did. No, you said that on the voicemail. Yeah. So the dream was very vivid, and I'm trying now. Okay, you're right. Heather was right to like get this a little closer to the actual dream time because now it's a little fadier. But like, I can give you the gist of it. Like,
Sure.
The first part was I bought a new car.
Okay.
And then so what happened? I bought a new car, and then I'm like, okay, sick, like great. And then I realized like I'm driving off, and I traded in my car, and I'm like, oh my God, like I didn't get this checked by a mechanic, like, and I just bought this car, and I'm freaking out, like I am panic, I'm having a panic attack. I'm like, this car's gonna fall apart, blah blah. But whatever, that kind of goes on. So I think that set the anxious tone for the dream.
Okay.
When I'm in there, I want to say I'm making like Subway sandwiches. Like I am throwing together like sandwich after sandwich after sandwich, and there's something going, and it's overlaying with like my work, like at my like a job, and like so something's like happening. It's again very vivid. I'm making this, and then I want to say we were at a pool. Again, I'm sorry, this is not super descriptive. It's been a long time since the dream, but like what happened is like Heather came out and started just laughing at me, just like almost in like a kind of like a villain like way, and then your baby, like it was a boy, and that was weird. I know you have a girl, but you had like a new boy, and he's like also doing like he's like a little laughing Heather, but a boy, like and I'm just getting like it was this weird like kind of like ambiance to the whole like setting, like it was. And I don't even know where you fell into this. You were a part of it, like I said. Been a while, but the thing that I remember is like Heather just like, and I'm like fucking like, what the fuck? Like,
what were you doing at the pool while she was laughing at you? You were just standing there?
Yeah. So like, like how, I don't know if you remember or even saw Helmo Pool in Snohomish. It was an old pool that we all used to go to in like elementary school.
Okay.
And it got torn down, but we were there, and like, it was just kind of like, they're coming out to the, and again, it almost like a little trippy, like, but just the laugh that I was getting, and I wish I just like hit you up after that dream because it's still like even these parts stick with me, like you just, like they're just like I was doing something, I don't know, and she's just like, and then the little baby like doing the same thing. I'm like, oh my God, like what a weird trippy like thing to have. I know you were a part of it too. I can't remember which part, but it was just a whole like setting of it. Like I was already anxious about trading in the car, and then like Heather and your baby laughing at me just really
put you on the edge.
I don't know if it was a Subway sandwich making, if I made a sandwich wrong, or like
you probably had lettuce all over you. If I had to guess, this seems like a real Ryan move.
I'm sorry, this is not like a great description of the dream, and I'll try to.
I think that gives us. I can relay that back.
But that's general. Like that's pretty much what it was, and what stuck out to me is your boy baby,
my non-existent boy baby.
Sorry, like
and Heather laughing at you. Okay,
maybe everyone will make an appearance.
Maybe
in a dream laugh at me at some point.
Well, next time you're out here, I'll try to recreate that as best I can. We'll get you at a pool. We'll cover you in mayonnaise and lettuce and just watch everyone laugh at you.
No, I've had some good ones recently. Like I think I'm getting back into that dream mode, which is great.
Yeah. Any lucid dreams?
No, I mean, I've had them before, but I'm not really having lucid dreams. I'm just having like dreams.
Okay.
I went back to sleep at 8 a.m. this morning to like 10. And I had a nuts dream. I had a dream that I was taking this edible that was like a sour pill. And, like my buddy was over there, and I was like, "Can you guys just like go, like just leave?" And then the police showed up, like the deal with guns, and I'm like, and then I'm like running down to a school bus. Like nothing in this dream made a lot of sense, but it was just very very vivid, and I love that type of I love it. I love going to sleep and like hoping for I'm
hoping for a wet dream from you. That's what I'm hoping for.
I've never had a wet dream in my life.
No, I know you haven't. Which
did we talk about this?
We've talked about this. It shocked me. It shocked me to my core. But I think I've talked to other people who've also not had wet dreams since then, which is
Chris Paxton, I assume. Chris Pax is a guy who's never had a wet dream. That's why.
That's you said that with full confidence.
That's what I.
You're saying to me that
Chris Paxton is a lot of things. He's also a guy who's never had a wet dream. You know,
senior hemorrhoid correspondent Chris Paxton has never had a wet dream. Oh man, I bet he grew up Mormon, so I suspect he's probably had a wet dream.
Oh, I didn't know that about him.
Yeah, once you know that, it colors everything.
Yeah.
Differently for sure. Are we talking about your doctor situation, or are we not talking about that?
Well, we don't talk about doctor. It's fine. Like I think generally healthy.
So,
but I have, yeah.
You texted me a couple weeks ago that you were not drinking per doctor's orders.
Well, they weren't happy with. They asked how much I drank, and I limited that. I put a governor on that one, and I said much less than and they're like, "That's not good."
So you gave them the answer that you give to the doctor when they ask you how much of this bad thing you're doing, and
yes.
that churched up answer alarmed them.
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, exactly. She was super sweet, and I really like this. I'll go back because I like her so much. You know, she's great. She makes me. I feel like she's like comforting. You know, I'm like, hey, I do this. She's like, hey. You got a lot of life left, you youngin', you know, and I'm like,
here it comes
like,
again. Shit. Okay, yeah, he needs coddled, everyone, including from his doctors.
So I did that, and then they did all like the normal physical stuff, and it was fine. But all my blood results came back, and they were all good. Like I checked all my liver levels, and she ran through them too. I sent an email so that everything's good except your kidneys.
Oh,
look, they're high on this like thing. It's not like outrageously high, but it's, I have to go back. My blood pressure was like 150 over like 90. But here's the thing. It always spikes when I go. So I have a kit now. And so I took it the other day and it was like 118 over 76.
Okay. All right.
It tends to spike at the doctor's office because I get really nervous.
I can see that.
But they're like, yeah, hey, drink a lot. We don't know if you're dehydrated and it's causing the kidney issues, blah, blah, blah. So, but then I missed the doctor's appointment. I had to reschedule. So,
sure, you're doing very important things when you miss that doctor's visit.
I was going to tell my boss I had to take some time off, and I never did. I was like, I really shouldn't tell him same day as we're like closing down a program. So I just moved the appointment.
There you
kidneys can wait. Works for life.
That's right. That's that American work ethic that we all know and love from you, Ryan. So did you? I know that the one thing that you told me, you didn't give me a ton of detail, but you were basically saying that they wanted you to lose like X number of pounds.
Yeah.
Did you do it?
I think they want me to get under 200.
I mean,
I was like 215.
Okay. Or have you lost any weight?
Yeah, I was doing really. I'm all week. I did really good. I tried like 1,500 calories, and then I try to do a workout for 45 minutes on the elliptical.
Nice.
Every day. So I'm doing it. Yeah, and then I'm not drinking during like the week. But then this weekend, I bought like a pizza, and then I bought this pizza today, and my doctor's appointment's on Wednesday for the follow-up, so I'm going to try to lose 15 pounds in 3 days.
Are you back up? Okay, so the pizza and the drinking over the weekend totally undid all the work during the weekdays, and so
probably undid a lot of it. Yeah.
I mean,
I think I'm down. I'm down probably under 210. So.
Okay, there you go. That's product.
Yeah.
They do make scales. That is a product that you could purchase.
I just can't go back in fatter because, she loves me so much and I can't disappoint her,
Right, exactly. She is the anchor that gives your spirit the license to soar. I understand.
So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'll run a few days of it.
Well, I think the most shocking revelation of all this is, considering you love this doctor so much, why would you be so anxious to get out of Denver? That's really the anchor of this whole episode. The Snake Plissken of Denver is, in fact, a reference to Escape from New York, where Snake Plissken had to infiltrate New York and then escape from.
Okay, that's nice touch. I heard that in the intro. I wasn't sure.
So you want to leave Denver?
Yeah, I am open to pretty much anywhere again once my lease is up. Yeah. which is kind of cool.
Once
like,
your lease is up, the way you were making it sound before, you drama queen, was that you were like hatching this plan of like.
All right. I don't like it here. I even in Vegas, which I didn't particularly love, I had roommates and I had coworkers, and like here I will to the audience, never move to a new city and like work fully remote. Just don't do it. Like it's gonna be hard. Like, you know, unless you're like, I mean, some people can like go to the bar and like just do stuff, but I always had to like, I met people at work and the roommates and like did all that stuff. This is brutal. Like, this is absolutely brutal. I'm in my apartment. Sometimes I go like to go grocery shopping and I realize that my door's still locked like 3 days later because I've never gone outside. Like, it's insane. Like, it doesn't. I can't live like this. So I'm gonna write it out. I like Denver, the city, but it's just, I'm gonna just jump and make another move, I think, or go back to Seattle. April.
Okay.
So California's on the map. Seattle's on the map for sure. And then Charleston, South Carolina.
Stop mentioning. Okay, but do you know anyone in Charleston, South Carolina?
Do I know anyone?
Yeah.
No, but this beach bod, you don't think I'm going to meet people on the beach?
You think you're going to go down to Dirty Myrtle with your busted ass feet and meet?
My busted ass feet? Okay. My feet, I've worked very hard on since 2022 when I broke them, okay? And they look great. They're back to perfectly normal. They maybe even better, you know?
Right.
I got veins, bones, showing, like everything's good.
Veins and bones. Speaking of veins and bones showing, you were looking white as a ghost, Ryan. Like that. A little bit. I think that.
You think I'm sick or untan?
I think you're untan. I just think you're. How has the winter in Denver been?
I mean, we've had a couple of like snowstorms come in, like 6 inches, but like.
Do you even bother trying to drive through that or no?
Do I?
Yeah.
I love driving in the snow. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I mean, I have new tires and everything too. I'm not driving like you hit I-70, you might get yourself into a mess like that. You need chains and stuff. But like driving around here is no big deal. The roads clear pretty quickly, and the snow's really dry. There's not a lot of hills. So, but yeah, I mean, the thing is there's 300 days of sunshine here, and I don't really care for the sun. I miss the rain, and I miss the dreariness and I didn't like Vegas. I didn't like that about it either. So I want to go to a coastal area where there's more rain.
You're not actually talking about going to South Carolina, though, right? Like, this is a joke?
No, it's not full of no. I'm like,
I bet it's hot in South Carolina. It's hot and sunny. And don't they get hurricanes?
I mean, they're not directly.
What do you mean not directly?
Indirect hurricanes. I think they usually
I don't think that's true.
Yeah. Well, you don't?
I don't think that's true.
You think they get hit directly a lot?
Not a lot. Not as much as.
Actually, I know you're wrong. I track hurricanes. I almost became a meteorologist. I'm fascinated by weather. All right.
Chalk that up to the other 6 things that you almost became, Ryan. Yeah, I was almost a pilot, but then I didn't show up for the exam. Oh yeah. What's your excuse for not being a meteorologist?
Yeah, I'm just saying. They always become inlet. If it hits, like they got one in Maine, like maybe this year, but they ride up the coast. They rarely directly hit the East Coast.
Okay, all right. Let's see. I'm just gonna do a quick Google here. Quick Google. Yeah.
And while you're Googling, the reason I picked Charleston is supposed to be like a nice professional area. Like everyone in the South who hates all the Southern values goes to Charleston. It's like their cool city, And I could hang with that. So,
but isn't there also like Asheville, North Carolina? Isn't that also kind of a similar? Okay, hold on. This is per generative AI on Google.
Mm-hmm.
Does South Carolina get hurricanes? Yes, South Carolina is one of the most vulnerable states in the country to hurricanes and tropical storms.
Yes, probably tropical storms more so.
Well, it says
tropical depressions.
According to Finder, which I'm sure you could look them up as a company you could work for when you start following your path of being a meteorologist. South Carolina is the 5th most likely U.S. state to be hit by hurricanes, with 30. Hold on, shut up. With 30 hurricanes making landfall in the state.
Okay, when you say fifth most likely, that's because 45 states never get hurricanes.
It says it's very vulnerable. In 2022, Hurricane Ian made landfall near Georgetown, South Carolina, as a Category 1 hurricane.
Oh, it's not that bad. Category 1's a little dreary, but yeah. I mean, also,
little dreary.
As a person who loves the rain and loves a good windstorm, hey.
Do I need to go back to the ranking of natural disasters, because I'm pretty sure I have that tucked away somewhere.
And it was it most disastrous or my favorite? I can't remember.
They ranked them by your favorite. And I feel like you were scared of hurricanes. I feel like hurricanes was not one you enjoyed.
No, tsunamis I know is high.
It's true. That's also true. Yes.
I think, yeah. I mean, I'm not terrible. You can leave if you need to. It's a bad one. You can just
leave.
Dip.
Just go.
Go inland, get your,
That's fair. I'm not going to put any more stock into you, because I don't think you're really going to South Carolina.
I go to Boston. I might go to Boston too.
Do you know anyone in Boston?
The company I'm interviewing with next week is out of Boston. And I do know, hold on, Erik, motherfucker. I don't know anyone from Boston. I do know, first of all, when I was a lifeguard,
Norm from Cheers
came from Boston. Yeah. Me and my buddy. So we went over to her house all the time because it's two of the girls and, hey, we're a couple of guys who, are good looking, 19, 20, we're. So, but she said stuff like packy, she was a very rich Boston accent, which I loved. Thought it was great. Fantastic. Now she has 5 kids,
So this is the person
She was the one who hooked me up with Greta. She was the one who connected me with Greta at the time. So.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah, that was the...
But you've never been to Boston?
No.
Okay.
No, so...
It's interesting that you bring all this up, as a matter of fact, because is there anything else that we should discuss before we get into your ranking for the week?
No.
All right. Ryan ranks it.
A wave is like a twister.
This is maybe the most Ryan-centric idea I've had so far for the ranking. Because it plays into your strengths in a way that is uniquely you. Oh no,
okay.
I know that this is going to be right up your alley, because I know how your brain operates, especially with you reminding me with your little hurricane chat.
Yeah.
So we're going to be ranking cities Ryan has never been to. These are domestic U.S. cities that Ryan has never actually been to himself.
And you're sure?
I'm sure that you have no trouble forming an opinion about things that you're not educated on.
You're saying that there's 5 cities I've never been to.
Oh, I'm pretty sure. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 options. I'm certain. I'm pretty sure that you've never been to all 7, because I feel like I would have heard about it.
Okay, but okay, all right. No, I like this. I'm in.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Okay. Let's rank some cities.
I mean, we're best friends, Ryan. We're best friends. I wouldn't be a very good best friend if I didn't know the cities that you've been to.
I feel like you probably do know a lot of the cities I don't know, but hey, sometimes I'm a little mysterious, when I travel. And,
That's true. I still don't know what you do every day. But besides that, I feel like I have a good read on this guy.
All right.
Okay, so let's just start with the one that you just mentioned, Boston.
And how am I rating this? What am I doing here?
I think you're rating them by most favorite to least favorite, using whatever criteria you deem.
All right. I like that. That's fair.
Yeah.
So Boston is on my list. I think Boston's a cool city that I've never been to. I'm going to talk a lot about these cities I've been there, but
that's exactly what I was counting on when I put this list together.
No, I think Boston's a little nasty. I think they got that really East Coast, No, I don't mean. I think the people are raw and
the people are raw and nasty. Absolutely.
They just say what they mean. They just say what they mean, and that's it. If you go there expecting really comforting, nice, you're not going to get it. But
sure,
it's a fast moving city. I love their accent. I love their little I love Boston. I would like to go.
Heather equates Boston accents to how babies talk.
Really?
Yeah, well, like in a good, but she also likes it. Like this isn't a way of her making fun of it. She really likes the Boston accent because they sound like babies. And sometimes babies, when they're learning to talk, just naturally speak with like Boston accents, which
interesting.
Yeah, not all. Some.
I think not to derail this, but like I feel like we are like an area with no accent whatsoever. I know we sound like people say it sounds like you plug your nose and you talk, but like we don't have a British accent, a Southern accent, a New York accent, Texas. Like the West Coast doesn't really have much. I don't. I mean,
think. California has,
the slang is more what I think California has. Not.
There's like the Valley Girl accent, like the upward inflection thing, but
I love that. I'm sorry. I know people hate it, but I love it.
All right, we don't need to get into your kinks this episode, pal.
we already did that one.
We will revisit it, but not today.
Yeah, okay.
but Washington and Oregon specifically, I would say don't have.
Yeah,
it's like a very neutral. It's like a newscaster. News anchor.
Do you think the people in areas where they have it, like where we can hear it, you think they're like, oh yeah, we're the only area without an accent,
No, they can't. No, that would be ridiculous. If someone from Texas said, "Oh, we don't have an accent," like, no, that's silly. We actually no, because if you watch the news, they speak without an accent. It's a non-regional dialect that they're doing, and that matches how most people, not all, but most people in like the West Coast, specifically, I'd say Northwest, also don't have that.
Well, when you say that, like, are you talking about big broadcasting, or are you talking about like local news? Do you think like
mainly? I mean, there's some local newscasters who are trying to eventually get to like the big national ones, but yeah, if you watch national news specifically, they're not speaking with a regional twang to it, and that's good by design.
Good point. That's a good point, and I didn't really think of that. Like, but yeah, you're right. Like
I also remember
a specific news voice.
It's the news voice.
I just always wondered like why we don't have an like. You know what? I'll just give you one of my favorite accents too. Actually,
okay.
There was like there's like this Asian judge one time that was like, and
where are you going with this?
Well, no, she had like this British accent, so like nothing about her made sense. But it was like gorgeous, like the accent was so like it was so because I've never seen an Asian with a heavy British like. It's just, okay.
Where were you? Where are you talking? What is it? Is this on TV? What are you talking about? Were you arrested?
I mean, I've talked to. I've been in court before. So.
Oh wait, this is a courtroom that you were in?
No, that was a different judge. That was Patricia, and I love her.
Okay. More than your doctor?
No, she was not as nice, but she was.
Is this Is this a TV judge?
No.
Oh. Then how? Wait a minute. Okay, so it's not a TV judge. It's not.
That's cool. They brought her in to talk to us about like.
Oh, okay. So someone who came into school.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it wasn't like, but yeah, I mean, it was just like it was fascinating to see. Anyway, so that one, and then, but the best accent in the world is the Australian accent, hands down, no question. It is the best accent on the planet. So that's one of it.
I appreciate that. All this ties in not even remotely into Boston whatsoever. I know the accent thing. I've been to Boston. Yeah. I really enjoyed Boston. I think the one thing I would say, if we're criticizing, if we're looking for things to pick apart about Boston, there's not like a ton of really notable landmarks. Like you can think of like most big cities, you can kind of think of like, oh yeah, like the Space Needle in Seattle, for example.
Park.
Huh? Oh, Fenway. Okay.
Park.
Yeah, I guess, and we actually did do a tour of Fenway Park.
Oh, you did? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, it's one of the last, like, old shit. So, like, I mean, I think that's iconic about Boston. I don't know about a big building or anything. They do have that, like, that highway structure. Is it underground that they built?
I think so, yes. That sounds right.
They built it underground, like, so. Anyway, Boston, I mean, to put it, I would start at number 1, and we'll see where it goes, for sure.
Oof, that's a
I don't have, maybe someone goes number 7, I don't know.
Well, we probably won't do all 7 of them.
I bet we will.
So you mentioned the East Coast specifically, that East Coast lifestyle, East Coast mentality. Let's take it the reverse of that. Let's go the opposite direction, and let's talk a little bit about Honolulu.
Oh, I've been close, but I haven't been to Honolulu. I guess I've been to Hawaii.
Okay.
So, but Honolulu, I think, is a whole other ball. When you go to Honolulu, did you guys go to Honolulu or did you guys go to Maui?
We went to Maui this last trip. I have been to Honolulu once, but it was a while back.
So okay. Let me just speak on Hawaii and then I'll rate Honolulu. But I think Hawaii is I think somehow it's still underrated. It's because it's part of the U.S. So it's you go there, everyone's like, oh yeah, we went to Hawaii. I went to Hawaii and it was my favorite place I've ever been in my entire life. I loved it. You're so close to the beaches. You ride mopeds down the streets and you see just turtles. You can go in the water and you can swim and just turtles are passing you. It's incredible. Honolulu city though, I've heard some things about it, that not great. I also know that it seems like they do not I've always wanted to I would love to work remotely in Hawaii, but they don't seem to white Americans.
Howlies.
They're Americans, but it's they have a culture there and they don't want it kind of interrupted by
No, I know. I've heard I've heard the
I think it's completely fair. I do. But so I don't really also the time zones difference would be insane.
It would be. Heather and I also had the same.
I think Hawaii is gorgeous. I would put Honolulu probably up there, number 2, just because I think you're in Hawaii, you're on the island, the huge city, beaches. It's my place, and it rains there all the time. I love that.
The thing.
Also,
go ahead.
Sorry, one more quick thing. You move to a place like Vegas or Phoenix or whatever, and it's you're expecting this gorgeous 70-degree weather all in the winter. Mm-hmm. And it's freezing in the desert in the winter, and Hawaii is 80 degrees all year round.
Right. Is that a perk for Honolulu then, or no?
Yes, it's a perk for Honolulu. Okay. Yeah. It bumps them. So. Yeah, I would put him number 2 just because of what I've heard about the actual inner the city. I think is a little it's expensive.
Yes,
it's not cheap to live there, and so yeah. But I love the area. I love Hawaii.
The thing that I remember jumping out at me the first time I went, because it was my first time in Hawaii ever. I went to Honolulu for my very first time, and then we also went to the Big Island too.
Was that on this last trip?
No, I was in my mid-20s.
Oh, okay.
But I remember being so taken aback when we landed, because I'd never been to Hawaii before, so I was taken aback by the infrastructure was not what I was expecting. I was expecting it to basically look like the United States, and it doesn't. A lot of that area when you're traveling from the airport to downtown Honolulu is very much being built up. It's not as developed as you would expect. On the mainland, that type of thing. It kind of reminded me of parts of Mexico.
Yeah.
But then when you get to downtown Honolulu, it's Gucci and Coach and these luxury brands everywhere. Right. And it's just this really wild dichotomy of different cultures and classes kind of all coexisting on one tiny island.
Well, and that's the crazy thing is it is part of the U.S., but it's out there in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. It's a totally different culture out there to the locals.
Yeah.
But it's I mean, I agree. It's different than what you would expect, but also at the same time, it's kind of you're flying out to the middle of the Pacific Ocean. And you're you should expect a little bit of a island environment. So, it's a great place. Honolulu, I can't speak to specifically, but go off what I've heard. Maui, one of the coolest places I've ever been in my entire life. Probably my favorite. Not that I'm that well traveled, but it's up there.
I'll co-sign that. Yeah. Next, Washington D.C.
Washington D.C. I think it'd be cool to work there right now. Like you're hip, you're young, and you're in D.C.
You've watched too many television dramas. You just,
I know.
You want to get mixed up in that fast-paced lifestyle, and
yeah. Not on my like list of like. I mean, again, I would go there to work. I would like if I got put in DC, I'd go. No problem. But
why does this all have to be work? Why couldn't it just be? I don't know.
I wouldn't move to DC.
Why?
Well, it's very expensive.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's less expensive than Honolulu.
I would bet it's more expensive than Boston.
You think?
I think so. I think it's a really expensive place to live. Like you have a lot of like high class like people like moving there. You know,
right.
All these senators and represent they have houses. It's going to drive the price. And like you also don't get to vote. Not that I really care that much about voting, but like you don't get to vote there.
It's a con. It's still a con.
Yeah. So
you know what shocked me about Washington D.C. when I went?
You've been. Oh, geez, you've been to all these cities.
I've been to all these cities. I think there's one prominent city on my list that I've not been to, though, that we haven't talked about yet.
Yeah.
Washington, D.C. gets so humid. Like, I don't think people realize how far south it is. It gets like, it's not quite southern heat, but it's like borderline that southern. I remember going in July, and I was like, holy shit, it's fucking humid out here.
When did you go to Boston?
Around the same time, in July.
And it wasn't as humid?
No, it was a lot better. It was a lot.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
a lot better. Yeah.
I don't like humidity, so I'm a desert guy.
It's like a swamp, essentially.
Oh yeah, no, that's and that's not even like as bad as it get. You go down to Florida, and it's just
right.
So you're thinking swampy in DC? Oh my god! Like I don't know. Like I said, it would only be a work thing. I would like to see the Capitol.
Yeah, lots of landmarks.
Yeah, I would like to see that. I think that'd be kind of cool. But to like if I was going to like pick a travel destination or like live there, it would be lower on my list and
okay.
Place. I'll put it. Let's drop it to 5 for now. I can move.
Oh,
I don't hate it.
I was expecting you to say 4, but we're going.
I almost went 4, but yeah, no, we'll just put it at 5. Just show my disrespect.
Yeah, absolutely. Take that, you Hollywood, you Washington fat cats. Next, this one I've not been to, so I can't speak from personal experience.
Finally, we're on the same page.
I know, this world traveler. I've not been here yet. Nolans.
No, I don't even know. Nolans?
New Orleans.
Oh, New Orleans.
The locals call it Nolans, Ryan.
Is that so? That is highly on my list to travel to eat, to see like Bourbon Street.
Sure. You will get robbed. I just have a feeling.
Oh, you haven't been. That's
I've
right.
never been. You're just going to wander into the wrong alley, and then that's going to be it. That'll be the last time anyone hears anything out of Ryan.
I say I'm like, oh yeah, it'd be good, but then I would drink too much and I would go down the wrong alley.
I would be concerned for you going to New Orleans, even with people, because I know the type of people that you associate with would encourage.
You see these two fists, Erik?
These two knuckle sandwiches.
No, I would love to go to New Orleans. I wouldn't want to live there.
Yeah.
It's just too far south, and if I was going to live in the South, I would probably, unfortunately, I'm not a fan of what's going on, but Florida would probably be my place. Just because I like the landscape a lot. I love the beaches. I love the palms, the tropicalness of it. I love that. I've been there a few times, but New Orleans, I would spend time for sure. I would put that. Yeah, probably third. I think it's an easy third.
Okay.
To travel, yeah, for sure. I got to put that on my itinerary.
You ought to, and you can visit Nicolas Cage's tomb.
Yeah.
You big Nick Cage fan, Ryan?
I kind of like him. Okay. I kind of do, but I'm not.
That's a full-throated endorsement if I've ever heard one.
I don't I have nothing. I kind of like him, but I'm not a huge Nicolas Cage fan.
He is like a pyramid that he's not dead, just so we're all clear, but he has purchased a tomb for himself.
He did a good movie about Vegas. He just went there to drink and die. What's it called? Have you seen it?
I've never seen it, but that's shocking to me that you've seen it.
Yeah.
Did you watch that before you moved to Las Vegas, or when you were there?
Before I moved to Vegas.
Okay, because I can imagine you in your wheelchair just watching that by yourself and just like,
oh god,
marinating.
I'm just back on the strip with my wheelchair, just drinking myself. Like,
Right.
Oh god, yeah.
Was that leaving Las Vegas?
It's leaving. I think it is. Yeah, is that Nicolas Cage?
It is.
Okay, this is leaving Las Vegas.
Oh,
yeah.
it's described as a romance/erotic film.
Yes, there's that, and I love a little romantic bit in my movies.
Of course, yeah, everyone knows that about you.
So, yeah, sometimes I might just move back to Vegas.
I had a really good there, actually. I didn't even realize it.
Yeah, no.
Well, this will probably be the last one. I think that there's a lot of similarities between ones that we've picked. I think as far as like diverse selection of options, this about rounds it out, in my opinion. New York.
I would love to go to New York too. But it's just off the charts expensive. It's not even reasonable to like go to a place there.
Sure.
The place I'm in here would probably cost like $4,000 a month.
Yeah, and I mean, you can for the purpose of your ranking, you can kind of balance the visiting that place versus living that place, and kind of meet in the middle somewhere as far as your.
I mean, it's on my list to visit, but I'd like to go there during the Christmas, see all this stuff, like. But I don't know. Like, it's also a lot. Like, I am not a city guy. I'm not. And it's not that I don't want to see cities but like.
You can take the boy out of Gold Bar.
I'm a Snohomish guy, I got my redneck neighbors next to me.
Absolutely.
I don't know. But yeah, it would definitely be on my. I mean, I would put New Orleans above. Like, if I was traveling, I'd put New Orleans above New York.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not hating on New York. I just. Like Boston, I would consider. Boston's not cheap, but I think it's less expensive than New York.
I would agree.
I would consider living there. Travel. So if I'm blending these things all together, I would put New Orleans 3 and this 4.
Okay.
Yeah. Give me the other two. Just name them. What were they?
The lightning round here. The other two were going to be Atlanta.
Yeah, busy.
And Philadelphia.
These are all East Coast.
I know. That's why I skipped.
You didn't even throw any West Coast on there.
Because I figured you've been to a lot of them.
Well, thank you. I have been to a lot of them, but
what's an example of a West Coast city that you haven't been to?
I haven't been to San Diego.
Okay, I didn't know that. I wasn't confident that you hadn't been to San Diego.
I have not, and that would so.
So the final ranking of cities that Ryan has never been to: Boston at number 1, Honolulu at 2, Nolans at 3, New York at 4, Washington at 5.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
I feel like it's a good list. I think mine's. I might make some minor adjustments, but I don't think that you're completely wrong.
Would you? Is New Orleans on your list of places to go?
I would like to go there. I think my wife has always really she almost went to New Orleans for her bachelorette party, but then it wouldn't have made sense. But that's always been on her list of places to go. A little bit more than mine, but that's probably the biggest major, maybe not biggest, but most notable major city. That, and also San Diego, that I have not been to. I've also never been to Texas, so maybe.
Oh, Texas would have been. Yeah, me neither. Yeah, that's an interesting one. But when you guys go to New Orleans, if you want to take me, put me up in a hotel. Same, Erik, we got to sleep in the same bed again. I know it was great. You didn't complain at all when I woke up.
Well, and it was nice that you also didn't complain at all, which made it. The fact that neither of us complained made it great.
Well,
the fact that you didn't complain immediately before falling asleep, and that you didn't complain immediately after waking up, made the experience.
I had a fine sleep, actually.
Yeah, that's actually the one time you weren't complaining, was when you were asleep.
Yeah,
snoring towards me.
Well, you had your insane industrial complex fan thing running.
Yeah, and it fucking knocked your ass out.
I did. Surprisingly, it actually worked.
Yeah.
I was very annoyed when you first turned. I was like, this sucks. And then I just out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
well, you really kept it to yourself.
To it.
Yeah, I had no idea that you felt that way. All right, so let's move on. Last little bit of business here for Rumpus time. Hot takes. Summer of hot takes. We've got Ryan. What do we call this again? We call this Ask the Talent.
Ask the Talent.
The summer, well, it's not even summer. It's not even close to summer, but it's still hot. We're keeping it roasting in here because Ryan's going to give his unfiltered, candid opinion about notable events in wrestling history. You've given out a lot of B's so far. I'm not saying that to influence your decision. I went back because I was like unsure. So far, you've given out 2 B pluses and a B minus. So we'll see if this reaches an A or if this is in the C's, or if it's just another B. I don't fucking know. But in the interest of full disclosure here, Ryan, you and I have actually watched this next clip before. But it's been a while. It's been a long time. And this clip ties in very well to the match that we're going to be watching. So I felt like we should revisit. And it's my show, so we're just going to do it. But to briefly set this clip up, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, he had watched his son Dustin team up with Arn Anderson to take on a group called the Stud Stable. In an act of treachery, that no good Arn Anderson double-crossed Dustin Rhodes, and he joined up with the Stud Stable. Heartbroken over seeing his son betrayed, this led the 50-year-old Dusty Rhodes to get physical, and he reemerged to take out the Stud Stable himself. So after he cleared the ring, his son would then join him in the ring, and Dusty would proceed to ask Dustin for an emotional favor. So that's what we're going to be watching here.
I want everybody to bear with me just for a minute. I want to talk to my son in front of the whole world. When you were born, when you were a baby, and when you were born, I went off to seek my fame and fortune. I neglected you. Then later on, when I became world's heavyweight champion, I neglected you. Then lately I became this corporate cowboy, if you will, in public with a suit and tie on, and I neglected you. And when it came down to choose a partner, I was off in Hollywood, and I neglected you. Let me tell you something. Bunkhouse Buck, let me tell you, Colonel Parker, they all nothing but chicken thieves. That's all they are, brother. Let me tell you something else. Terry Funk is nothing but a low-life, watermelon thief, egg-sucking dog. And let me tell you something about Arn Anderson. Arn Anderson, my son, offered up his innocence, and you paid him back in scorn. The hell with you, Arn Anderson. Arn Anderson has never been nothing but a walk behinder. And when you walk behind and you're not a leader, then the view never changes, baby. The view never changes, baby. The view never changes. You have the ability to be the world's heavyweight wrestling champion. There is not a greater athlete at your age in this sport. But I want to ask you a favor. I want to ask you a favor in front of God and the whole world. I know that the Clash of Champions on August the 24th, you put your name on the dotted line. I don't want you to look for another partner. I don't want you to go and find another man. I don't want you to go out and get on your knees and beg another scum-sucking pig to be your partner. I'm asking you if you can carry this old out of shape, old bent out, old spindly-legged man. I want to be your partner. I don't need no handshake, because out there right now tonight there's There's people with their brothers and their sisters and their wives. They are blood. The Kennedys were blood. The Earps were blood. The Rhodes are blood. I don't need a handshake. What I need now from you is just a hug and a kiss to seal the deal, baby.
All right, so what did you think about what we just saw there?
It's very South Park, you know.
God, okay.
It's very South. I mean, come on.
I'll grant you that. That's fair. That's not what my first thought was, but you're not altogether wrong. But we have Dusty Rhodes, basically to avoid Dusty getting double crossed by another scum sucking pig, another egg sucking dog. He asked Dustin to allow him, Dusty, to partner up with him at the next big event. So, but the Kennedys were blood, Ryan. The Earps were blood. The Rhodes were blood. But he didn't need a handshake. He didn't want a handshake, Ryan. He wanted just a hug and a kiss to seal the deal, baby. That always, I get goosebumps hearing Dusty do that.
You do?
That promo. I love that promo. I think it's great.
I thought what I liked about it is a lot of like these guys fully dressed up, just wrestling each other. You know, these like older guys who would usually be in the booth watching. They're in the ring. You know.
Yeah, no, ordinarily yes, but you know he wasn't there to wrestle there, Ryan. He was there to fight. He was in his street clothes.
Yeah,
but
I didn't hate it. I don't know.
The bit that I liked was when he asked to be his partner, and then the fans initially go all crazy, and then he puts his hand up, and they all quiet down. Like that shows you how much respect those fans had for Dusty Rhodes. One of the greatest talkers of all time. Up, absolutely in the conversation.
One of the greatest talkers of all time.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. He was a master of talking people into the building. Was Dusty Rhodes?
He was the OG of the.
Yeah, very much so. But if you had to give that a grade, what are we giving the View Never Changes promo?
No, I mean I give it right. I mean. It's a B. I don't know. I didn't hate it. If I didn't like it, it'd be a C. If I loved it, it'd be an A. It's a B.
Okay.
It's not a B plus B. It's a B. Like, it's just a B.
Man.
For me, I wasn't inspired by it, but, that could have been lack of my own background and my own.
I'm looking at you, and you don't seem like a man who, is going to take too much inspiration right now. You're at the end of your pitiful rope, I'd say.
Jesus Christ.
A desperate man at the end of his pitiful rope. That's what I see.
Well, if that's where I'm at, you're seeing me, so you would.
I call him as I see him. Poor Dusty. Well, maybe next time we'll get something besides a B. I think you're just very you're very sad. What is B considered? Like, I guess C is satisfactory, above average. Exceeds expectations.
That's what I like about wrestling is what happened right there. I like that about wrestling,
But you don't love that.
I love the enthusiasm. I love the fans and that, like all that stuff. Like but I also did it inspire me? No, not really.
Okay. All right. Well, that's fair. All right. Well, that is it for this edition of Rumpus Time. Thank you very much. We'll be back with some wrestling at some point in time. But if you're not hard, get hard. Once you get hard, stay hard. Rumpus Time is over. Thanks, everybody.
I almost became a meteorologist. I'm fascinated by weather.